I honestly can't believe what I'm reading. I got this comment left on a video I put up earlier today. People can buy houses. People can buy a house nowadays. The illegals got their own special funding for their first-time home buy. The Americans are the only ones not able to purchase homes. Excuse me. Now, I did a little bit of digging and I came across some of these news headlines or posts on Twitter, which I will inevitably repost, which is going to be banned soon. Oh no, that's actually retweeting. Shouldn't it be called re-X since it's X, formerly known as Twitter? Anyway, blue states keep the magnets on for Biden's migrant crisis. California moves to expand zero down interest-free home loan program to illegal immigrants. A new bill in California will allow migrants to get 0% mortgages. Meanwhile, Americans have to pay 7 to 8% for a mortgage. Why are Democrats supporting giving so much money away to non-Americans? ? California Democrats consider giving zero down home loans to illegal immigrants. This comes on the heels of the state offering taxpayer-funded health care to migrants. Offers down payment loan worth up to 20% of purchase price and doesn't accrue interest or need to be repaid monthly. Borrower repays loan amount plus 20% of the increase in value when sold or refinanced. So popular, the $300 million ran out 11 days after beginning. Yeah, guys, this is some wild and crazy stuff. From what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I think I'm understanding, I'm picking up on, is truly unbelievable. It's remarkable, to say the least. This one here actually is I know we talked about this. I honestly, though, I can't remember which video it was on, but I was reminded of it today when I saw a video in my YouTube Studio Analytics from a homestead channel. And the woman was talking about 320,000 migrants being flown into the country. And interestingly enough, this article here claims Biden administration is secretly flying migrants into the country are unfounded. In his victory speech on Tuesday, former President Donald Trump echoed false statements on social media that the Biden administration had secretly flown hundreds of thousands of migrants to the United States. In his Super Tuesday victory speech, former President Donald Trump elevated false information that had gone viral on social media, claiming the Biden administration secretly flew hundreds of thousands of migrants into the United States. Many posts sharing the claim referred to a report by the Center for Immigration Studies, a group that advocates for immigration restrictions. It said the administration refused to list individual airports where people arrived under a Biden parole program that allows Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans to stay in the U.S. for 2 years. U.S. Customs and Border Protection each month publishes the number of migrants admitted under the program by nationality. This information is available on its website and in press releases. It does not list arriving airports. Trump said during his speech, and I quote, "Today it was announced that 325,000 people were flown in from parts unknown. Migrants were flown in airplane, not going through borders. It was unbelievable." Like I said when I first started, folks, unbelievable. I said that must be a mistake. They flew 325,000 migrants, flew them in over the borders and into our country, end quote. Yeah, folks, this is wild. This is crazy. Michelle and I, we were actually talking about this today because she says, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So there's two homestead channels actually, because that's where this conversation even started. And the first one being 0% interest, zero payments, migrants only program. Title of this video is Illegals Will Get Interest-Free Home Loans / New Bill, SHTF Migrant News. I think a lot of folks are trying to jump on that migrant news train, following Ford Boss Me, following Cash Jordan, following U.S. immigration, following, I don't know if Route Rethinker's doing it, but either way, it's a trend. It's a great trend to jump on. Probably, let's see here. And we got a screenshot from the video. I didn't watch the video, but it says that California Democrats once again prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens, this time by introducing a bill that would allow illegals to receive interest-free home loans. Democrat Assembly Member Joaquin Arambula Fresno last month introduced Assembly Bill 1840 that would extend a first-time homebuyer loan program to illegal aliens. That's crazy. That's wild. At a time where we're seeing stagnant sales, declining sales, increased inventory, sellers slashing prices, modifications to the National Association of Realtors buy-side commission structure, we're about to see one of the greatest resets, wealth transfers in history, folks, as it relates to the housing market and real estate and property ownership and the American dream, for that matter. It's unbelievable. Hey, if you're a real estate agent and you're banking on commissions and maintaining a level of income that can sustain the basic, rapidly increasing cost of living, maybe real estate's not going to be the best bet. Maybe you may need to seek other options. And if you're interested in discussing what these could be, then by all means, feel free to reach out. My information is in the description down below. And these opportunities that are presented, these lending standards, Chris and I, we were talking about this, Chris Igo, and he's a real estate professional, and he's down in Boynton Beach, Florida. And we were talking about how the lending standards, obviously we saw what happened when no doc loans and stated income and all the other gotchas were allowed to be pushed through prior to 2008 and what happened there. And then recently during the pandemic, some of the lending practices were loosened, which I don't know if you guys noticed or were aware, but basically anybody and everybody was getting whatever they wanted to keep the country going. Then they pulled back, and now the Fed has announced they're not going to be dropping interest rates. The housing market is suffering in some hyperlocal markets, and overall, as a whole, nationally, depending on which Redfin article or which YouTube video you choose to watch, or at least thumbnail you come across. But at the end of the day, there's a picture being painted of a huge real estate problem, a crash of sorts, reverse housing market crash in essence, and buyers are backing out. Mortgage application demand is on a decline, and interest rates are just too high. Income isn't keeping up. Wages are not keeping up with inflation. However, enter in a huge buyer pool, given $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month in certain instances on MasterCard credit cards, according to Redacted and others.
In New York City, migrants are being offered $10,000 MasterCards. That's just a credit card with a balance of $10,000 to spend that they don't have to pay back. How do they get this? no ID check, no restrictions, no fraud control. What could go wrong? Now, if you are able...
But now it's 20 grand. Now it's 20 grand. This is John Williams. He said it too. Every migrant family in New York City is getting $20,000 a month. And here's why.
Hey, so guys, John here. A migrant family of 4 in New York City will now receive $20,000 every single month.
A migrant family of 4 in New York could get over 20 grand a month in freebies.
20 grand a month.
Pay attention, America. This is John Williams has just dropped a massive bombshell on all of not just New York City and the people of New York and New Yorkers themselves, but the entire country, especially people who live in cities and states that house migrants in these sanctuary cities and have government leadership run by those who would prefer to take our taxpayer dollars, your hard-earned money.
I can feel my money draining. They take everything I make and you wonder why I'm complaining.
That Samson even rapped about being taxed more and more and more for every dollar that you earn and you make to be wasted and spent and given away.
I break my neck to make this money that they just come and take it from me.
And who knows? And then also giving them the greatest or the lowest, best prime rate possible on a home purchase and no down payment. Yeah. Who do you think is going to get all the votes in November?
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go